Garlic is one of the world's oldest medicines, but are you destroying its benefits without even realizing it? For thousands of years, civilizations have trusted this little bulb to heal, protect, and strengthen the body. Yet here's the shocking truth. Most of us eat garlic every single day, but because of simple mistakes in how we prepare, cook, or store it, we're losing 70 to 90% of its medicinal power. That means the very compounds that fight infections, lower blood pressure, boost immunity, and even slow down aging are slipping right through our fingers. The good news? Once you know what not to do, garlic transforms from just a seasoning into one of nature's most powerful medicines. In this video, I'll reveal the 8 fatal mistakes people make with garlic, and the 5 hidden superpowers science confirms. Let's start with the mistakes, because avoiding them is the key to unlocking garlic's healing potential. Mistake number 1: cooking garlic at high temperatures. Here's something that might surprise you: the way you cook garlic can actually make or break its health benefits. Most of us throw garlic straight into a hot pan at the very beginning of cooking, whether it's for sautéing vegetables, frying meats, or starting a curry base. But here's the problem: when garlic is exposed to high heat, especially anything above 60 degrees Celsius, its most powerful compound, allicin, gets destroyed almost instantly. Allicin is the very reason garlic is considered nature's medicine. It's responsible for fighting bacteria, reducing inflammation, lowering blood pressure, and even protecting your heart. But once it's exposed to prolonged heat, those benefits disappear, leaving you with flavor but very little medicinal power. So, what's the fix? Timing. Instead of tossing garlic into the pan first, wait until the end. Add it in the last few minutes of cooking, or even better, after you've turned off the heat. This way, you get the aroma and flavor without destroying all the goodness inside. If you want maximum benefits, try using garlic raw. Add finely chopped or crushed garlic to salad dressings, dips, or cold sauces. If raw garlic feels too strong, let it sit for 10 minutes after chopping. This helps the allicin fully form, and then mix it into your dish. So remember, garlic loves gentle handling. The less heat, the more healing. Next time you cook, don't let your garlic burn away its power before it even reaches your plate. Mistake number 2: swallowing whole cloves. Now, let's talk about a mistake that a lot of people make when trying to take garlic as medicine. Maybe you've seen friends or relatives swallow an entire clove of garlic like a pill, thinking it's the fastest way to get all the benefits. But here's the truth: swallowing garlic whole does almost nothing for your health. Because the magic compound in garlic, allicin, doesn't even exist in an unbroken clove. It only forms when the garlic is chopped, crushed, or minced. That cutting action breaks the cell walls inside the clove, releasing an enzyme called alliinase. When that enzyme meets another compound in garlic called alliin, then allicin is created. Without that reaction, the garlic just passes through your body with minimal effect. So swallowing whole cloves is like carrying medicine in a sealed bottle. You've got it, but your body can't use it. The fix is simple: always crush, mince, or slice garlic before consuming it. And here's a bonus tip: once you've chopped it, let it rest for about 10 minutes. That gives the enzymatic reaction time to fully produce allicin. Only then are you unlocking garlic's true healing potential. You can take it raw by mixing crushed garlic into honey, lemon juice, or even spreading it on toast. Or, if raw garlic feels too intense, add it gently to cooked dishes after the heat is off. Either way, you'll be giving your body access to those powerful compounds that protect your heart, fight infections, and support your immune system. So remember, don't waste garlic by swallowing it whole. Crush it, let it breathe, and let nature's chemistry work for you. Mistake number 3: using pre-peeled or powdered garlic. In today's busy world, convenience often wins. That's why pre-peeled garlic, garlic paste, and garlic powder are so popular. They save time in the kitchen, but here's the problem: when it comes to your health, that convenience comes at a big cost. Fresh garlic is packed with sulfur compounds, especially allicin, which gives garlic its healing power. But the moment garlic is peeled, crushed, or processed for storage, those compounds begin to break down. By the time that clove has been sitting in a jar at the supermarket, much of its medicinal strength is already gone. What's left is mostly flavor, but far fewer benefits for your heart, immune system, and overall health. There's another hidden risk too: contamination. Pre-peeled garlic is more vulnerable to bacteria and fungi because its natural protective skin is gone. Stored in industrial containers for weeks or months, it can lose freshness quickly and even develop harmful microbes that compromise safety. So, what's the fix? Go back to basics. Always choose fresh, whole garlic bulbs. Look for ones that are firm, tight-skinned, and free from green sprouts or soft spots. Yes, peeling and chopping might take an extra minute, but it's worth it. With fresh garlic, you're getting the full package: potency, freshness, and safety. Buy garlic in small amounts, just enough for a couple of weeks, so you're always working with cloves at peak freshness. The fresher the garlic, the stronger its medicinal punch. So remember, shortcuts may save time in the kitchen, but when it comes to garlic, they can strip away the very power that makes it so special. Stick with fresh bulbs, and let your body enjoy all the healing compounds nature intended. Mistake number 4: not washing garlic. Here's something most people don't even think about: washing garlic. Since garlic comes wrapped in its own papery skin, many assume it's naturally clean and ready to use. But in reality, skipping this step can put your health at risk. Garlic grows in the ground, which means it often carries traces of soil, dust, pesticides, and even harmful bacteria on its outer layers. If you don't rinse it, those contaminants can easily transfer to your hands, knives, cutting boards, and eventually, the food you eat. Over time, regular exposure to pesticide residues has been linked to hormonal imbalances and even higher risks of chronic diseases. And let's not forget about cross-contamination. Unwashed garlic can spread bacteria to other fresh produce in your kitchen without you realizing it. Before peeling garlic, give the bulbs a quick rinse under running water to wash away dirt and residues. Once you peel the cloves, wash your hands and utensils as well. This helps prevent cross-contamination. It only takes a few seconds, but it makes a big difference in food safety. If you buy garlic in bulk, wash only what you plan to use immediately. Keeping the rest dry helps extend its shelf life and prevents premature sprouting. So don't underestimate this tiny step. Washing garlic may feel unnecessary, but it's a small precaution that protects you and your family while letting you enjoy garlic's full medicinal benefits without any hidden risks. Mistake number 5: storing garlic improperly. Most people don't realize it, but where you store your garlic can make or break its medicinal power. Many of us toss it into the fridge or seal it inside airtight containers, thinking we're keeping it fresh. Unfortunately, both of those habits do the opposite. When garlic is stored in the refrigerator, the cold and moisture encourage it to sprout. Those little green shoots may look harmless, but they're a sign the garlic has aged and lost much of its potency. On the other hand, sealing garlic in airtight containers traps humidity, creating the perfect breeding ground for mold and fungi. That not only ruins the flavor but can also pose health risks. So what's the best way to store garlic? Think cool, dark, and breathable. Garlic thrives in well-ventilated spaces like paper bags, wicker baskets, or mesh containers. Avoid direct sunlight, heat, or damp environments, since these accelerate spoilage and reduce the concentration of beneficial sulfur compounds. Keep garlic away from fruits like apples or bananas. These release ethylene gas, which speeds up sprouting and shortens garlic's shelf life. Properly stored, a whole head of garlic can last up to 6 to 8 weeks while retaining its flavor and healing properties. So the next time you bring home fresh garlic, resist the urge to toss it into the fridge or hide it in a sealed jar. Instead, give it a breathable home in your pantry, and you'll preserve not only its bold taste but also the powerful compounds that make it such a valuable natural medicine. Mistake number 6, skipping the 10-minute rest. This next mistake is something almost all of us do without realizing it, rushing garlic straight from the cutting board into the pan. It feels natural, right? Chop it, cook it, done. But here's the catch. When you skip that short waiting period, you're cutting garlic's healing power in half. Here's why. The star compound in garlic, allicin, isn't already sitting inside the clove. It's created through a chemical reaction that only happens after garlic is chopped, minced, or crushed. When the clove is broken open, an enzyme called alliinase mixes with another compound called alliin, and together they form allicin. But this reaction doesn't happen instantly, it takes time. If you immediately toss freshly chopped garlic into a hot pan, the heat destroys the enzyme before it even has the chance to finish its work. The result? You lose most of the medicinal compounds that protect your heart, fight infections, and boost your immunity. The fix is surprisingly simple: patience. After chopping or crushing your garlic, let it rest for at least 10 minutes before cooking. During that short wait, allicin production reaches its peak, giving you the maximum concentration of this powerful healing compound. If you plan to eat garlic raw, like in a salad, dip, or mixed with honey, this resting time is just as important. You'll notice not only a stronger flavor but also stronger benefits. So, next time you're in the kitchen, treat garlic like fine tea. It needs a moment to steep. Just 10 minutes of waiting transforms an ordinary clove into a potent natural medicine. Mistake number 7, dangerous drug interactions. Garlic may be natural, but natural doesn't always mean harmless. In fact, this next mistake is one of the most overlooked, and it can be dangerous if you're taking certain medications. Garlic is a natural anticoagulant, which means it helps thin the blood and prevents clotting. That's great for circulation and heart health, but if you're already on blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, combining the two can make your blood too thin. The risk? Increased bleeding, even from minor injuries. But that's not the only interaction. Garlic can also enhance the effects of blood pressure medication, which might cause your blood pressure to drop too low. And if you're taking drugs to manage blood sugar, garlic adds another layer of risk. It naturally lowers blood sugar levels. Combined with hypoglycemic medication, it can trigger dizziness, weakness, or even dangerous episodes of low blood sugar. Does that mean you should avoid garlic altogether? Absolutely not. For most healthy people, moderate garlic consumption is safe and beneficial. But if you're on regular medication for blood clotting, hypertension, or diabetes, you should treat garlic as more than just a seasoning. It's a supplement with real pharmacological power. The fix here is caution and communication. Don't overdo garlic in large amounts if you're on medication, and always check with your doctor before making it a daily supplement. That way, you can enjoy all the health benefits of garlic without putting yourself at unnecessary risk. Remember, even the healthiest foods can backfire when mixed with the wrong drugs. Garlic is powerful, and like any powerful tool, it works best when used wisely. Mistake number 8, choosing old or low-quality garlic. The last mistake might seem small, but it's one of the most important: choosing the wrong garlic in the first place. You see, not all garlic is created equal. If you start with old or poor quality cloves, you're already losing most of its medicinal potential before it even hits your kitchen. So, how can you spot bad garlic? The signs are easy once you know what to look for. If the bulb has soft spots, it means it's starting to decay. If you see green shoots sprouting from the cloves, that's another red flag. The garlic is aged and has already lost much of its potency. And if the skin looks excessively dry or flaky, it probably sat on the shelf for far too long. Aged garlic isn't useless, but it's definitely weaker. The sulfur compounds that make garlic such a powerful healer break down over time, leaving you with flavor but far fewer health benefits. The fix is simple: always choose garlic that feels firm, heavy, and tightly wrapped in its skin. The bulbs should look plump, with no green sprouts or shriveled layers. Whenever possible, go for organic and locally grown garlic. Not only does it avoid unnecessary chemicals, but studies show organic garlic often has a higher concentration of beneficial compounds. Here's a quick trick: press the bulb gently with your fingers. Fresh garlic should feel solid, not spongy. If it passes that test, you know you're bringing home quality. Think of it this way: if garlic is nature's medicine, then choosing the freshest cloves is like picking the strongest, most effective dose. Don't settle for weak garlic. Your health deserves the real thing. The 5 superpowers of garlic. Natural blood pressure regulator. One of garlic's most powerful abilities is its impact on blood pressure. High blood pressure, or hypertension, is often called the silent killer because it can damage the heart and arteries without showing obvious symptoms. Garlic helps fight this problem naturally. Here's how: the compounds in garlic relax and dilate blood vessels, improving circulation and reducing strain on the heart. Garlic also inhibits something called angiotensin-converting enzyme, ACE, the same enzyme targeted by common blood pressure medications. By calming the blood vessels and lowering resistance, garlic can reduce systolic blood pressure by around 10 millimeters of mercury in people with hypertension. On top of that, garlic helps prevent plaque buildup in the arteries, lowering the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Taken regularly, even just 1 to 2 cloves a day, garlic becomes a natural ally for cardiovascular health. Anti-aging and antioxidant shield. Garlic isn't just good for your heart, it's also a secret weapon against aging. The body constantly faces attacks from free radicals, unstable molecules that cause oxidative stress. Over time, oxidative stress contributes to wrinkles, memory loss, and degenerative diseases. Garlic fights back by boosting the body's natural defense enzymes, including glutathione and superoxide dismutase, SOD. These enzymes act like your body's cleanup crew, neutralizing free radicals before they can damage cells. The result? Garlic helps protect the skin, heart, and brain. Some studies even suggest that garlic's sulfur compounds cross the blood-brain barrier, directly protecting neurons. This protection may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease and dementia. In short, garlic doesn't just add flavor to food, it helps preserve youth and vitality from the inside out. Cancer prevention potential. Another fascinating benefit of garlic is its potential to help prevent certain cancers, especially in the digestive tract. Garlic contains compounds that block nitrosamines, carcinogens formed in the stomach from certain foods. By interfering with this process, garlic may reduce the risk of stomach and colon cancers. Studies have found that people who regularly consume garlic tend to have a lower risk of gastrointestinal cancers. While garlic is not a cure, and should never replace medical treatment, it acts as a preventive shield, reducing the chances that cancer cells will form in the first place. The key is consistency. Eating garlic occasionally won't make much difference, but making it a daily habit, especially when prepared correctly, can add another layer of defense to your long-term health. Natural antibiotic and immune booster. Before modern medicine, garlic was already famous as a natural antibiotic. Ancient civilizations used it to treat infections, and today, science confirms that garlic has antibacterial, antiviral, and even antiparasitic properties. When consumed, garlic creates an environment that harmful microbes simply don't like. It can even help fight intestinal parasites without the harsh side effects of synthetic drugs. But garlic doesn't stop there. It also strengthens the immune system by stimulating the production of white blood cells, your body's natural defense army. Regular garlic eaters often report fewer colds and shorter flu episodes. In fact, studies show that garlic can reduce the frequency of colds by up to 70%, and if you do catch one, the symptoms are often less severe and clear up faster. Garlic's volatile compounds are expelled through the lungs, creating a direct antibacterial effect in the respiratory system. That's why it can be especially helpful during coughs, colds, or seasonal infections. Gut and overall health protector. Finally, garlic shines when it comes to gut and overall body health. Many chronic diseases start with inflammation, and garlic's sulfur compounds act as natural anti-inflammatories. They calm irritation in the digestive system, improve circulation, and even support healthier cholesterol levels. Garlic also plays a role in detoxification. It helps the liver flush out toxins more efficiently, acting as a gentle internal cleanser. And when consumed raw or lightly cooked, garlic stimulates digestion, encouraging the production of enzymes that break down food more effectively. A healthier gut means better absorption of nutrients, stronger immunity, and less bloating or discomfort after meals. In short, garlic supports the body at its core, literally from the inside out. Garlic isn't just a seasoning, it's both a food and one of nature's most powerful medicines. But to unlock its full potential, you need to avoid the 8 common mistakes that rob it of its healing power. Don't overcook it, don't swallow it whole, skip the shortcuts of pre-peeled garlic, and make sure you're washing, storing, and preparing it properly. Remember, the key steps are simple: crush it, let it rest, and whenever possible, consume it fresh. When you do, you unlock garlic's 5 incredible superpowers, from lowering blood pressure and fighting aging, to protecting your heart, boosting your immunity, and supporting your gut health. Nature has already given you this powerful tool, it's up to you to use it wisely. Start today with just 1 or 2 cloves prepared the right way, and take the first step toward a healthier, stronger, and more vibrant life.